Okay, welcome. So we were just wondering how many of these we've done already. I think it's quite a lot. 27, 28. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just waiting to start. This is the live meditation from the Drunken Monk from Kwarna Sopra. So we'd just like to give a big thank you to the good people of Kwarna Sopra from the Pro Local who are letting us use this space. So I think that's, yeah, so I've got this signal, I like Bambi, you know, if the music's too loud, because if it's too loud then I can't concentrate. Okay, so welcome, welcome, welcome. How is it going? We're having a wonderful sunny week here in Kwarna. It's been beautiful weather, really lovely. And I guess I can start with the announcements. Shall I start with the announcements?
Yes.
Chief Producer, Madam? Okay, so let's start. So a big thank you to Mia Jafari. Yesterday we closed off the first four-part Creative Awakening series, which went really well. We're going to be doing an introduction to Creative Awakening a week on Saturday as part of the Nephili 9 program, which starts on June the 2nd, which is a smorgasbord of yoga, creative and fun stuff from bodybuilding, vision boarding, and of course yours truly doing 2 morning meditations on the Wednesday and the Friday. And on the Thursday, we're doing a Facing Challenges workshop. So if you haven't done one of those yet, come along for that, an opportunity for you. And then, like I said, with Mia on the Saturday, we'll be doing an introduction to Creative Awakening. So, and it's a beautiful, beautiful process. Went really, really well. Also on Saturday, this coming Saturday, which is May the 30th, if I'm not mistaken, Touch Your Essence. Okay, so I keep going on about the Enlightenment Intensive process. There's a beautiful video on the Drunken Monk YouTube channel that explains it all, or gives you a taste of it. So the Touch Your Essence is a taste of that. It's based on the Enlightenment Intensive. It's 4.5 hours. Tickets are on Eventbrite. You can follow the links for everything, actually, in Nephili 9, Touch Your Essence, through the stories that Veronica's posted for your convenience. Also on the website, you'll find everything there. But Touch Your Essence, yeah, very powerful process. It's not for the faint-hearted. So come along if you feel like you really want to make a shift into connecting with your being. And also, it's open to everybody, so it doesn't matter, you know, if you've done an intensive or not. There'll also be an emphasis or a little session about creativity, from being to doing. Yeah, just kind of what I'm going to talk about in today's meditation. All right, so that's all the news for just now, and time to settle. Take a breath, relax your body. Remember the 5 steps. You're all experts by now. Self-love, self-acceptance, relaxation, non-judgment, and awareness. Yeah. Heart, body, mind, and spirit. Okay. Bringing all that into the moment through the simple action of taking a breath. Nice full deep breath into the belly, feeling this connection to the ground. Allowing the body to open, relax. You know this off by heart by now. Okay. So in the last meditation, I was really focusing more on being. Who am I without my stories? And this is the primary focus of this work. This is really the key to everything else unfolding from there. Okay, who am I without my stories? This connection to being rooted in awareness. Now, it's quite easy to do that when we're not doing anything, sitting quietly and closing the eyes, listening to sounds, listening to some music, phone switched off, whatever. It's easier to connect with being. But like I say, we still need to do. And one of the things that I said last week was that I would start responding more in these sessions to your questions, the questions that I get from you, because over the last 3 months I've been connecting with so many of you in the different workshops and classes. So the main question that I get from people is, how do I stop my mind? How do I still the mind? Yeah. Because, okay, once in a while when we're meditating and relaxing, listening, breathing, doing that now, connecting to being, this feeling, this energy that's what we call the energy body along the spine. You may feel tingling sensations around your hands, or a shiver up your spine, relaxing the shoulders. And then there's moments the mind stops. There's a gap. We're not doing anything. That's wonderful. And those moments will grow. We need to be patient also. Conscious breath, patience. Those moments of silence grow. You might not notice it, but once our intention to place our attention on ourselves, on the stillness, it's like nourishing. Remember the whole series about nourishment, nourishing ourselves. By being present, we are nourishing ourselves. And then, of course, coming back to the point, how do I still the mind? It will still by itself in these moments, in these meditations. But when we move more into doing, we have to think sometimes. We are required to. So the mind is a beautiful tool. We need to use it. But how do we bring it into a useful place where it's not freaking out, where the thoughts are not untamed and relentless? So who am I with my stories? How do I rest in being and at the same time doing? Okay. So step 1, the practice of presence. Okay. This is the training. Like when you're learning to play a piano, you train, you practice. That quality of self-love, self-acceptance, connecting to the heart. Through self-acceptance, we move into surrender, trust, faith, relaxation. The body opens. There's a feeling of being grounded. From that feeling of groundedness, there's a competency. A feeling of being in control or empowered by something. And then an attitude of non-judgment. We're not resisting the reality of what's happening right now. So the mind relaxes. The mind softens. And then from the point of awareness, from the center of the cyclone, we can see more clearly what is cluttering the mind. What stories are still alive in the mind. So I'm here in my meditation, I'm being still, and then there's these thoughts popping up. Be curious about that. It doesn't work to try and wrestle the mind into stillness. There needs to be space to open a deeper understanding, to have a real understanding from an emotional point of view, from a spiritual point of view, from a physical point of view. To give space to whatsoever is there, observing. what are these stories? What is it that clutters my mind? And then there can be a simple solution as writing it down. What's the quality of the voice? What's the emotion behind it? What does it need, this part that is untamed and relentless? In a way, it's making friends with the mind as if it were an untamed dog, like a wild dog running around, trying to run the farm, trying to be in control of everything. So what we need to do is put a leash on that dog and train it. Invite the mind to quieten down and to build trust that you are present with whatsoever is disturbing and cluttering your thoughts and emotions. So who am I with my stories? And to make it more simple, more kind of bite-size, is to take each of these issues and put them into the 5 areas where we get challenged in life. So home, health, relationships, money, and career. So in this moment, what's cluttering your mind? Place your attention into giving that space. So rather than trying to fight the mind to become still, understand the voices and the stories that are going on. And write it down. What do I observe? How does it feel? How do I feel right now? And to go more deeply into that. And at the same time, staying connected to being. So not using the mind to try and solve the mind. Being really rooted in the observer. Listening, feeling. Being connected to the present moment. Being open to whatsoever is there and responding to that with love and presence. Who am I with my stories? The other quality of the heart is truth. Really having the capacity to be profoundly honest with yourself about what is nourishing. So many of our experiences and things that we do during the day, especially before the crisis, was unnecessary clutter. Looking at a screen all day, being on Facebook, looking at what other people are doing, what they're having for lunch, all that stuff. Watching television, violence, all the stuff that clutters our mind. Let go of the unnecessary. connect with nature and learn to rest and be still. Practice that. By decluttering the mind, by siphoning out the unnecessary thoughts, situations or people or activities that are not nourishing, we give more space to what's essential. Being. Then it happens easily. It's the feeling, it's like being released from a dream when you realize all this stress and running around. You don't have to do that. And I appreciate every situation is different. Whatsoever is going on, having the intention to learn, to master the art of wellness, of being rooted in this moment, in your being, enjoying a breath, listening to sounds, being able to watch a tree sway in the wind without having to think. Being able to rest. And this is what's known as being in a flow. Being in your natural state, flowing. And the mind clear as the clouds move out the way, the sun shines, the sky is blue, inspiration arises. So your doing takes a different quality, it's more relaxed. And when you're more relaxed, other people are more relaxed when they join you in meetings or working together, doing things. So the doing arises out of being, stillness, the clear mind. And of course, it's the very nature of life that challenges will arise, and they will for everyone. And so then the mind becomes preoccupied with it, like a dog chasing its tail. We keep running around the same thoughts. It becomes like a torture. And in those moments, having the skill to let that go, come back, the self-love, the heart, connecting to the body, self-acceptance, relaxation. A simple breath at any moment. The breath is always there, reminding us, inviting us back into the moment. To have a free and open flowing breath, immediately the body relaxes. the mind quietens. And inspirations arise. Solutions appear. Synchronicities happen. Problems get solved. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. So rather than struggling to try and meditate, to try and be quiet, start decluttering, a spring clean, to spring clean your mind. So we can get ready for a wonderful, full and joyous summer. Ready for whatsoever unfolds in these days, who knows. But whatever happens, we'll be there with presence, energy, clarity, empowered, the power of now. So whenever you're moving through your day, feel, what am I doing right now? Is it nourishing? Is it compulsive? I have to look at my phone. Does it bring you joy? And there may be situations, okay, I'm in a queue, but I can accept that. Or small things, like I'm brushing my teeth, but I have to hurry up, I have to get to work. To notice that, slow down, take a breath, one thing at a time. Being present in every breath. And even a simple task like brushing your teeth, there's more presence, less harsh. Making a cup of tea, folding clothes and cooking dinner. They become more enjoyable. Declutter your mind, spring clean the mind. Be present. And thank you so much for joining us today. I wish you all the very best for the rest of your evening, wherever you are and with whatever you're doing. I very much look forward to seeing you again next Thursday, if not before. And again, thank you to Kwarna Sopra, the amazing mountains, beautiful people, and the internet connection. Thank you so much. Namaste.